Domesday Book is one of the most significant historical records in English history. Compiled in 1086, it serves as a comprehensive survey of England's population, land ownership, resources, and taxes during the reign of King William I, also known as William the Conqueror. This record provides invaluable insight into the social, economic, and political structure of medieval England, and its legacy continues to be felt today in the study of historical demography, economics, and land management. Historical context. In 1066, William the Conqueror, the Duke of Normandy, invaded England and defeated King Harold II at the Battle of Hastings. The conquest was transformative, as William sought to consolidate his power over the Anglo-Saxon kingdom. One of his primary objectives was to assert control over the land and its resources, which were crucial to maintaining both his wealth and authority. A key strategy in this effort was to establish a detailed understanding of the kingdom's wealth and land distribution. The Domesday Book was not the first attempt at such a survey in England. However, it was by far the most comprehensive. Previous records, such as the Winton Domesday c. 888, had existed but were far more limited in scope. The Domesday Book, however, encompassed a vast geographical area and provided an extraordinarily detailed snapshot of England's social and economic landscape at a moment of transition following the Norman conquest. The creation of the Domesday Book. The creation of the Domesday Book was ordered by King William in 1085, following a series of administrative surveys. The king wanted a complete and authoritative record of all the land in England, its owners, the resources it contained, and the taxes owed to him. The project was undertaken with a high degree of efficiency, demonstrating the reach of Norman administration and the sophisticated bureaucratic machinery that was put in place after the conquest. The name Domesday itself reflects the finality and importance of the survey. It is derived from the Old English word dom, meaning judgment or law, referring to the Day of Judgment, a term that conveyed the survey's role as a definitive and unalterable record. It was often referred to as the Great Book because of its importance as the final authority on land ownership and taxation. The survey was conducted by commissioners sent out by the king to collect information across the kingdom. These commissioners were tasked with gathering data on a local level, and the findings were compiled into 2 volumes, one covering England south of the River Trent, and the other covering the northern parts of the country, including parts of Wales and the borders with Scotland. The information collected by the commissioners was then sent back to the king's court, where it was compiled into the 2 volumes that would become the Domesday Book. The work was completed in 1086, and the result was a massive compendium that detailed not just the land holdings, but also the population, wealth, and productive resources of each region of England. The Domesday Book covered nearly every aspect of life in England, from land ownership and taxes to details on livestock, plows, and the number of churches in each area. It was intended to be a practical tool for governance, particularly for determining the royal tax obligations of each area. Content of the Domesday Book. The Domesday Book is structured as a series of detailed records that focus primarily on land ownership and resources. The information was collected in a standardized manner, so the book could be used as an effective tax assessment tool. Each entry typically begins with a description of a particular area, followed by the names of the landowners and the value of the land. These records also contain details about the resources and services associated with each estate, such as the number of plows, the amount of land under cultivation, and the types of animals present. One of the primary uses of the Domesday Book was to assess the tax obligations of landowners. Following the Norman conquest, many Anglo-Saxon nobles had been dispossessed of their lands, and William the Conqueror needed to ensure that he had an accurate picture of the wealth and productive capacity of the kingdom in order to determine how much tax could be levied on each estate. The Domesday Book became the primary tool for this purpose, and its data allowed for the establishment of a fair and standardized system of taxation. The book is divided into 2 main sections, the Great Domesday and the Little Domesday. The Great Domesday covers the majority of England, while the Little Domesday provides more detailed records of areas in the eastern and southern parts of the country, such as Essex, Norfolk, and Suffolk. Both volumes contain a wealth of information, and the sheer breadth and detail of the data make it one of the most important documents in English history. Demographic and social insights. Although the Domesday Book is primarily focused on land and resources, it also provides significant insights into the demographic and social structure of England at the time. The survey recorded not only the names of landowners, but also the names of peasants and workers, providing a rare glimpse into the lives of the common people of medieval England. While the book does not give a comprehensive record of every individual in the kingdom, it does allow historians to gain an understanding of the general population and its distribution across the country. The Domesday Book also reveals a great deal about the relationship between the Anglo-Saxon and Norman nobility. Many Anglo-Saxon landowners had lost their estates to the Normans after the conquest, and the book reflects this shift in power. It shows the extent to which the Norman elite had displaced the Anglo-Saxon aristocracy, particularly in areas such as the south and east of England. The book also reveals the concentration of land in the hands of a few powerful lords, many of whom were close allies of William the Conqueror. The Domesday Book also provides insights into the feudal system that had been established in England after the conquest. The book shows the hierarchical structure of land ownership, with the king at the top, followed by powerful lords who held large estates. Beneath them were the lesser landowners, including knights and smaller lords, who held land in exchange for military service. At the bottom of the social hierarchy were the peasants, who worked the land and owed service or rent to their lords. The Domesday Book's legacy. The Domesday Book's legacy extends far beyond its original purpose as a tax and land management tool. It has remained an invaluable resource for historians and archaeologists studying the medieval period, offering a detailed snapshot of life in 11th century England. The book has provided insights into economic practices, land use, and social relations during the transition from Anglo-Saxon to Norman rule. In modern times, the Domesday Book has become a symbol of the Norman impact on England, reflecting both the imposition of foreign rule and the integration of the Anglo-Saxon and Norman cultures. Its detailed records also serve as a testament to the advanced administrative practices of the Norman kings and their ability to maintain control over a vast and diverse kingdom. The Domesday Book is still studied today, and its contents are accessible in various forms, including online databases that allow researchers and the public to explore its records. In addition to its historical value, the Domesday Book continues to be a valuable tool for understanding the evolution of land law, taxation, and social structures in England. The Domesday Book remains one of the most important and influential historical documents in England. It offers a detailed and comprehensive record of the kingdom's population, land, and resources in 1086, providing invaluable insight into the social, economic, and political landscape of medieval England. While originally created as a tool for taxation and land management, it has since become an indispensable resource for historians, archaeologists, and others interested in understanding the roots of modern English society. Its legacy endures in the study of land ownership, taxation, and the evolution of medieval England, making it an enduring symbol of the Norman conquest and its impact on the history of England.